Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gamu and this is Africana Diary. If you're here for the first time, hello. My channel is all about motivation, personal development, self-improvement, and productivity. So if that sounds like stuff you're into, stick around. Today's video is going to be a guide on how to journal. And this is a question that comes up quite often. It's a popular search term and I thought it would be a good idea to make a video on how I personally journal. So I have been journaling for, I would say 3 or 4 years now. So yeah, I'm just going to share the system that works for me and hopefully that can also give you answers if you're wondering how you can journal. So without wasting any more time, let's jump right into the video. Okay, so to state the obvious, the first thing you need, of course, is a designated notebook. I really recommend that you get a notebook that is specifically for your journaling. Don't stress too much about the kind of notebook you get or getting like 10 different notebooks for different types of journaling if you are just starting out. If you just have one book that you have designated as your journal. So this is just, you know, an ordinary notebook that you can just find really in any store, and this is another alternative. It's a little bit thinner, because some people kind of get intimidated if they think of filling up a thicker book. So if you'd like to start with a thinner book, you can just do what works for you and what's going to really get you into the habit of journaling. And then of course you need a pen. And I really recommend that you write with a pen, because I think with a pencil, there's the temptation to be perfect and to erase things and that sort of thing. When you write with pen, then it's permanent, it's there, and you will not regret it, even if it's something that you feel like, oh, that's a little bit cringe, I shouldn't have written that, or you're scared someone's going to read it. The main thing I just want you to take away from this is that journaling really is just dumping your emotions onto a page. I will get into how you can start off, like the different techniques you can use at first, but don't think too much about what you need to write and making it perfect or correct, or just trying to make it something that is palatable for someone else to read, because it's not meant for anyone else to read. This is just a place for you to unload, really. So yeah. Now the second thing that I do when I'm journaling is, well, perhaps this is the first, when I've got my book, of course, the first thing I do is I always write the date. And I think this is so crucial. It's been so nice for me to go back to previous journal entries and see when I wrote them, and then get a better understanding of what I was going through at the time, the state of my mind, the state of my thinking, the state of my emotions, what gave me joy at those times, what I was grateful for, and just, it's like a time capsule on paper. And I've been keeping journals since 2017. I think the oldest one I have is dated 2017. So it's always so fascinating to read what I used to write then and to kind of just see how my life was like. The next thing I do with my journals is title them, but I usually title them at the end of an entry so that I keep the title as relevant to the content. So I'll get into a little bit more about how I title my journal entries after I've talked about what I actually write. Okay, so now it actually comes to the writing, which I think is where most of the questions come. So what do you actually write when you decide to start journaling? So for me, I feel like just keep it as simple as possible. Some ideas would be to write just how your day went in chronological order. So you're going to start from the morning and then the afternoon and then the evening, and you're just writing in as much detail as you would like to note down or to remember, and write things even that you feel are really random. Write what you had for breakfast if you enjoyed it, if you didn't. Write what you had for lunch, for supper. Write how you felt when you were getting by with your mundane tasks. Just write your state of mind during the day and how you felt. Write how the weather was like. And then there's also always days when something special happens, then you can also write that in your journal. So journaling this way can actually be a very good tool in helping you develop emotional maturity, making better decisions, and in general being less reactive. So give it a shot. If you really don't know what to write, just write your day in chronological order. A second tip on what you can write about is a single impactful event. It could be something that happened that very day that you're journaling, or it could be something that happened in the past. One of the examples that I really love for this is guided journals, because they'll often give you a journaling prompt that will make you go back in time. Okay, so I decided to just actually pick it up so I can show you guys an actual example of a prompt that can help you to go back in time. or even just to reflect on something that is happening in your life. Okay, so this is the Becoming Journal by Michelle Obama. One of the prompts, for example, is reflect on your greatest struggle. What was it and how did you grow from it? And then you have all the space to write in your answer, which is pretty brilliant. You can even check online for journaling prompts that can help you to reflect on impactful things that have happened in your life. And I think this exercise gives so many insights into different things, into helping you really to just get to know yourself better. Another technique which is quite popular and which I highly recommend is gratitude journaling. So this is when you just pick up your journal and you write about something that you're absolutely grateful for. It could be something that happened on that day. It could be a person in your life. It could be a situation. It could be anything that you're grateful for. Fill a page. And I feel like just having the intention to fill the page will make you really just go into thinking about what you are grateful for. And I like to actually do gratitude journaling by focusing on one thing at a time, and I try to be as exhaustive as possible about why I'm grateful for that one thing or that one person or that one situation in my life. Another technique or idea on what to write about is something that you are currently struggling with, even if you haven't found a solution for it. I know some people struggle to really think about what they're struggling with until they come up with a solution. Then they feel like they're better equipped to articulate it either in words or in speech. But I think it's actually part of trying to find a solution to journal about it, and it really gives you the chance to perhaps see it from a different perspective, and it gives your brain relief from continuously thinking about it because you've put it down on paper. And journal about your journey to get over it, and who knows, that can be the source of helping someone else in the future. And I think this goes back again now to the point of titling. It's so important to title your journal entries because it makes it easier to go back and reference. It's more like an index really that you're making for yourself. So when you're flipping through and you see a title, it jogs your memory to remind you, oh, this is what this is about, you know, because imagine not having titles. I used to not put titles, and that always used to be very difficult because then I could never go back to read what I've written a year or 2 years before. So yeah, it's pretty useful to title, and yeah, it really just works as an index and makes things easy to find. All right, that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope you found some inspiration to start journaling. It really is beneficial for your mental health especially, but you can actually find a video that I've done previously on the benefits of journaling, which I will link up in the cards. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video if you have found it helpful, and let me know in the comments below some journaling prompts that you have used before that have helped you when you've been feeling stuck with journaling, or let me know of any other techniques that you use when you are journaling. Until next time, bye.